Hello and welcome to a new lesson. Today we will be talking about negation. First, I will give you words that can be used for negation. Let's go through their pronunciation. Nein. Nein. No. Nicht. Nicht. Not. Kein. Kein. No. Weder noch. Weder noch. Neither nor. Nichts. Nichts. Nothing. Niemand. Niemand. No one. Nie, niemals. Nie, niemals. Never. Nirgendwo, nirgends. Nirgendwo, nirgends. Nowhere. Nirgendwohin. Nirgendwohin. Nowhere as well. Ohne. Ohne. Without. Außer. Außer. Except. Next, we will be looking at general rules. In German, you can deny or approve a sentence. The easiest way to do that is by using yes or no. Every rule here will also have at least one example sentence, like here. I also color-coded important words. Negations with red and approval with green. The first sentence here translates to "Are you Mr. Meyer?", which is answered with yes. The second sentence is translated as "Are you Mr. Schulz?", which is translated with no. So, if we want to negate such a sentence, we usually use the word nicht. The example questions here are the same as last time, with the exception that the answer is a little longer. The negation is translated as "No, that's not me", and the second answer is translated as "Yes, this is me". We could also encounter a negative question. In this case we have "Aren't you, Mr. Meyer?", which is answered by no, meaning that he really isn't Mr. Meyer. And the second question is "Aren't you Mr. Schulz?", to which the answer is "I am Mr. Schulz". In German we use the word doch in that case. It could also stand alone, just like no or yes. Next we will be looking a little closer at the negation rules with nicht. Whenever we want to negate something, we will put nicht at the end of the sentence. Like in this example, which is translated as "Are you sleeping?", which is answered by "No, I'm not sleeping". The verb in that sentence stands right before nicht. Sometimes the verb will stand at the end of the sentence. Then nicht will be put right before it. In this example, the verb is anrufen, which means to call. It is actually split up in two parts here, which explains why it can stand at the end. The full translation is "Are you calling him?", to which the answer is "No, I'm not calling him". Nicht also stands before prepositions. In this example the preposition is auf, which translates to on. The full translation would be "Is the book on the table?", to which the answer is "No, the book is not on the table". You can also switch the words in the answer here, because in German the accusative can also be used to begin a sentence. In that case, nicht is the last word of the sentence. The example question here is the same as the last, only the answer changes. We would literally say "No, on the table it isn't". Of course, no one would say that in correct English, but in German it's possible. You can also negate only one word in a sentence using the word nicht. All the previous examples were used to negate the full sentence. This one is very easy. Like in English, you can say not my car or not his book, which means you put the negation right before the word you want to negate. This example sentence is translated as this is not my car but Michael's. Now let's look at kein. Many people get confused with this one because they think it's the same as nicht. The main difference is that kein is used with indefinite articles, while nicht is used with definite articles and to negate sentences. Also, kein has genders and generally behaves like a definite article. You can pause the video and take a closer look at the declination table if you want. At the end, we will look at two little rules. Ohne, for example, always has to stand before a word in accusative. Or außer always stands with the word in dative. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you next week.